This is actually the book box that I will be opening after I read 12 books. 3 of them which I have discussed in the previous video that will be linked down in the description. Welcome to the second part of the vlog where I will remove the second tape because I have read 3 more books, and for this one I picked audiobooks. So the first book I'm going to discuss is Dear Seraphina by Avery Bishop. It is actually a thriller mystery with a murder also, and it is a short book. It's an audiobook from Audible, and I love this book so much. I rated it a 5-star. This book is about a girl who is a fan of this actress, and later it is revealed that she's her mother, and later there is one more surprise and there are people losing their life, and then you realize that the people who lose their life was actually what they deserved. I mean, the way it was written, I have no words. Actually, I have no words. It was so thrilling, and it's not that long. Actually, it is only, I guess, 2 hours long, maybe less. 1 hour and 33 minutes long, not that long. And in those 1.5 hours, I experienced something that I've never experienced before. Maybe in the Paris apartment, but in a short book it is very, very difficult to write short thriller books because you have to have everything in those 100 pages, and it is very difficult to build characters and to build a mystery and to solve that mystery in 100 pages. But this book actually did that. In 1.5 hours I experienced everything. The characterization was very good, the explanation at the end was so good, and it was worth your time, actually worth your time. Like, if you are not doing anything and only listening to this audiobook, you'll not at all think that you wasted your time or you could have done something else, because you will get immersed in the story so much that you'll have nothing else to think about. And it was so beautifully written, so mysteriously written, and never will you think what the ending will be. Never ever. Even if you are an experienced thriller reader, this is something you cannot know in advance. Only after reading, only after listening to it, only after reading it will you realize what actually happened, and also you will need time to process it. It was actually very nice. I mean, I definitely recommend it. 5 stars, super good, super mysterious, super thriller, and definitely recommend it. The next book is The Setup by Falguni Kothari, and this is by an Indian author actually, and it is also an audiobook. It's 2 hours long, almost 2 hours long, and this is about a girl and a boy. Like in India, it is very likely to have arranged marriages or to have setups. Like in an arranged marriage, they'll arrange a marriage for you, and then you meet the girl, the guy and the girl meet each other, they get to know each other, and then it's finalized, like, yeah, we'll get married and everything. So it's like a setup, and the story is based on that scenario. So this grandfather of a girl and the grandmother of the boy arrange a setup for these two, but the grandfather asks the girl to have like 3 dates, and she thinks that the 3 dates are with different people, but they both do not know that they are being set up for meeting each other 3 times. Like, they are the dates, only the dates, and then they get to know each other, and the boy makes a fool of himself, and the girl is they're determined that they do not want to have an arranged marriage, they do not want to set up, and they'll do it on their own, and they are I'm not going to marry you, and he's like, I'm not going to marry you, let's just get over with these dates. And then they develop feelings, and then they go get to know a really, really big secret about their grandparents' love life. And they like scheme to, set up their grandparents, but little do they know about a secret that is being kept from them, which is very interesting and very fun to read. It was a comedy, it was a rom-com, and it was actually something that I have never read before, even from Indian authors, because this is like an Indian culture to have a setup and everything. But yeah, it was like I haven't read any book like that. It was a 5 star. It was very sweet. There were some parts that were like, I do not like that, but the whole story, the plot was so good that I ignored that and I rated it a 5 star. I really enjoyed my time with this book. Definitely recommend it. The next book is also 1 hour and 40 minutes long, and that is A Vineyard, Valentine by Nina Bocci. I think I have discussed this book before, but this book is about a girl who decides to have two Valentine's Day party. One is a Valentine Day party and one is the anti-Valentine party for all the single people who do not like Valentine cringy parties. But everyone there was enjoying the Valentine party more. The girl was not a Valentine person, so she thought that she'll love the anti-Valentine party and she'll make this happen. But her best friend got sick and she had to arrange both the parties herself. So the anti-Valentine party was not as good as planned, and everyone went to the Valentine party. There she met someone in the anti-Valentine party, and then they met at the Valentine party, and then they get to talking, and there are games arranged, and they start playing this game which is compulsory for everybody, even the host, because the best friend who is sick arranged this game for her to play to find a Valentine, because she's very determined to get her someone. But this girl do not want anybody, because she is she do not want anybody in her life for a romantic relationship or a relationship. So they get to talking and they get to know one secret. This part is always the best in romance book, when they discover that they are being played, and that is very comical, I think, and sweet as well. So I definitely recommend it. It was very I just flew through this story. I like the pace of the story was very nice. Everything was so understandable. Like you maybe are not understanding any word that I'm saying, but when you read it you'll love it. And definitely a 5 star, definitely recommended. And that is, my friend, the next 3 books which gives me the power to cross it. And I'll be crossing this tape, because in the next video I'll be tearing off with this one, which is very interesting. So yeah, let's very satisfying sound. And yeah, read 6 books, very proud of myself. And let's meet in the next video to tear this off. And yeah, then I'll be then there will be only 3 books left to actually haul all of these, and I'm so excited for that.